Hello, and obviously welcome to my live. It's basically burning of the bras today because it is breast cancer awareness day today. Obviously it's awareness month anyway for breast cancer. So yeah, I just hope people will start coming on, and hopefully I will get on and do this live with all of these, because this one is probably going to be a good one. Probably, yeah. Obviously, I've got some stories from people, and obviously, I've got ones that obviously caught it too late, and obviously, I've got ones that have actually caught it quite quickly. So yeah, as soon as everybody starts coming in, obviously I will start my tutorial of burning the bras and breast cancer awareness. So yeah, as soon as everybody starts coming in, can everyone say hello? And obviously I will start. Hello, how are you doing? Yeah, basically I'm doing the burning of the bras, breast cancer awareness day today. If you can share out my live, then obviously people will know that I'm actually live right now, because people wanted me to kind of do this one, and obviously so I'm just waiting for people to start coming in, and obviously everything else. Say hello in the comments when I know that everyone's here. Then obviously I will start with the live of talking about everything. But how's everyone's day been? How's everybody's, well, I would say probably morning or afternoons. Obviously here it's evening now. Oh, lovely. Thank you. That's lovely. Thank you very much. So yeah, if everyone just can just jump on. Wow, it's two over there. Yep. Obviously it's 8 o'clock over here in the UK. Obviously, yeah, my kind of evening finishes in, well, my Saturdays finish in like 4 hours time. So yeah, I just hope people start coming on soon. I'm gonna do, right, just give me a second. I'll be just gonna do something. Just bear with me 1 second. Hopefully people will start pumping on soon, because obviously. Oh, bless you. Thank you very much for coming and saying hello. That's very kind of you. Yeah, my life seemed to be quite slow and quiet, and yeah, I don't know why, because people kind of want me to do these lives, and then obviously they don't. But yeah, I'm hoping that kind of people will start coming in, because obviously I've got some good information, obviously, about other things and bits and bobs, survivors. Basically a survivor story, plus I've got stories of people that obviously haven't been able to catch it in time and stuff like that. So yeah, this is going to be quite a good one. So if everyone can just start coming on, then I'll be very grateful. Just say hello in the comments, and obviously we can start to start on the panel side of things. Yeah, just come and say hello. Yeah, just gonna obviously just wait a little bit longer just to like see if anyone comes on. Kind of, does anybody kind of have their own story about any kind of families or anything like that that you have? You know, you support kind of cancer awareness or anything like that, just say in the comments. So yeah, whoever's in the comments, who is in the live, then please do come and say hello and share, and obviously subscribe, like my channel. Basically, this one is the burning of the bras, because it's the breast cancer awareness. Basically, this month is cancer awareness anyway, and obviously today is kind of the most important one, because everyone's out kind of walking the strides and obviously whatever they're doing to support breast cancer awareness. Obviously, I'm supporting it from my side of doing the live. Obviously, I have put some videos up of Quinn Simon's trial to keep up with that. Just got to obviously put up the day 5, so obviously I'll be doing that as well, so just keep an eye on it, and obviously we can have a chat about that one or something like that in the next live. So yeah, just come in, say hello, and obviously I'll start the context of this this live. Obviously, I'm doing this because obviously my granddad had emphysema, so it's like cancer of the lungs. And obviously, my nan passed away of a lot of the cancer because it was like eating her away for about 6 months. You know, it just got worse after 6 months of her keep going to the doctors. You know, the doctors were saying, "Oh, you got an infection here, you got an infection there," but didn't even think about, you know, she could have had cancer till she actually to the hospital, and obviously it was too late by the time that everything was going. And obviously, when you're too late, you know your body's just completely gone from it. So she was in and out of consciousness at the end. And then obviously my uncle, that was 40 years old, he died of bowel cancer. So cancer does run in my family, and obviously I do get checked up on every 3 to 6 years, because obviously, you know, the panic of obviously having cancer in my family, you know, you just got to keep up with making sure that, you know, you don't have it, and, you know, and everything else. Because obviously, with your breasts, yeah, you do need to keep up with checking them and seeing if it's changed, or you know, you see a lump or anything like that. 1 out of 10 of the lumps is like just a lump. Do you know what I mean? It's not actual cancerous or anything like that, but it's still, you know, if you don't get it checked, you know, it'd be the last thing, you know, to basically get sorted, I guess. But yeah, say hello in the comments, and obviously I will start this tutorial of basically how to check yourself. Make sure you're aware of what you're checking. Obviously I've got a story of a survivor, and I've got a couple of stories where obviously um, the doctors are a little bit too late, and obviously people have just got to live their lives up until you know, they end, sort of thing. So, you know, for one person on one of the stories, she's got a baby, and you know, she's only got 6 months left to live, and it's a bit scary, really. So, but yeah, I'll start this off. Hopefully people will start coming on anyway. So yeah, I'll start off with this video. Just bear with me. So basically, this is just explaining what they do and how they check you and everything else. And it's just telling you to make sure that you schedule, obviously, one of your, you know, your appointments to get it checked and everything else. Um, 'cause if you don't check yourself, you will never, never, ever, ever know if you know how long you've got or anything like that. So basically, that was just basically telling you how to do things, how to check you, and everything else, and make sure that obviously you can make your appointment to go and get it done. But yeah, it's just so many lives are getting taken away just over cancer. Do you know what I mean? Because this is why we've got cancer awareness. Do you know what I mean? There is so many cancers out there that are actually just it's thriving. It's massively thriving. I know a few people that've got cancer, and obviously, I'm very good friends with them and everything else. But how can you help them when they know that obviously they just want to have time with their families and everything else? Do you know what I mean? It's a bit scary, and it's not sensible to leave getting this checked out. So yeah, just make sure you do go and get yourself checked out, because you never ever 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 know of what's going to be happening. So yeah, so that was that one. And then obviously I will So yeah, that one was just basically showing you how to make sure you check around things if you see any different things that are happening around the areas and everything else. If you see any difference or anything like that, then please go and get yourself checked and make sure that everyone's safe and everything else. So yeah, just make sure that everyone just just make sure that you get checked out if you see any like changes in yourself and everything else. So yeah, just hopefully, people are keeping an eye on themselves and everything else. So yeah, and then obviously I'm gonna do this slide.
You wanna feel that love thing.
So basically that one was basically that one was about obviously again showing you what they do, how they do things and everything else. But yeah, it's just a bit difficult when obviously people don't obviously self-exam themselves. Do you know what I mean? 'Cause obviously some people just wait until the doctor examine them and everything else. So it is difficult and it's hard for people, because it's like it's one of them things that you just don't kind of want to look for and everything else. But yeah, just obviously make sure you examine yourself, and obviously one of the slides he's showing you how to do that and everything else. Come and say hi in the chat. And obviously this one is burning of the bras of cancer awareness. So whoever comes in, and please say hello. Obviously I'm going to be showing you some slides, which obviously I have done a couple of slides. So yeah, if you missed out on those, then you'll have to kind of watch this again. But obviously we are going to be talking about survivors, how people have survived it, if they've kind of got it, or if they're getting the treatment or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Just you know, talk in the chats, and obviously I will talk to you as well in the chat. So yeah, just let me know. Right, obviously I'm going to be showing you a person that has survived.
I was diagnosed
it.
with primary breast
No.
cancer when I was 30, and I was clear. Also, I thought I was diagnosed.
Right, just bear with me, it's not working.
I was diagnosed with primary breast cancer when I was 30, and I was clear. Also, I thought for 10 years. I'd always been for checks, mammograms yearly. Whenever I thought anything might be wrong, I'd always go to the doctors or back to the breast care unit. All the times that I went with signs and symptoms that I now know were potential signs and symptoms of secondary, I thought I was being a bit of a hypochondriac. But actually, once I was diagnosed with secondary, I realised that I hadn't known the signs and symptoms of secondary breast cancer at all, because nobody had ever spoken to me about them. By the time it was found, it was really serious. My liver function was very poor. I think if it had been an earlier stage, it would have given me greater access to different treatments, less invasive treatments. And I do believe that possibly further time on certain treatments. In contrast to the experience of primary, where it was all quite positive and I was told about all the treatments, I was told about what was going to happen. I felt very kept in the loop and up to date with information. I didn't find that happened at all in terms of what could possibly happen in terms of secondary. It's not just about people that have had a breast cancer being aware of the signs. I was diagnosed with primary breast cancer when I was 30, and I was clear. Also, I thought for 10 years. I'd always been for checks, mammograms yearly. Whenever I thought anything might be wrong, I'd always go. I was diagnosed with primary breast cancer when I was 30, and I was clear. Also, I thought for 10 years. I'd always been for checks, mammograms yearly. Whenever I thought anything might be wrong, I'd always go to the doctors or back to the breast care unit. All the times that I went with signs and symptoms that I now know were potential signs and symptoms of secondary, I thought I was being a bit of a hypochondriac. But actually, once I was diagnosed with secondary, I realised that I hadn't known the signs and symptoms of secondary breast cancer at all, because nobody had ever spoken to me about them. By the time it was found, it was really serious. My liver function was very poor. I think if it had been an earlier stage, it would have given me greater access to different treatments, less invasive treatments. And I do believe that possibly further time on certain treatments. In contrast to the experience of primary, where it was all quite positive and I was told about all the treatments, I was told about what was going to happen. I felt very kept in the loop and up to date with information. I didn't find that happened at all in terms of what could possibly happen in terms of secondary. It's not just about people that have had a breast cancer being aware of the signs and symptoms, it's about educating medical professionals, including general practitioners. I've had to face things that nobody wants to face and have those discussions with my family about what's going to happen when I'm gone and do my will and everything else. I've learned that your physical health is just as important as your mental health. No matter what your circumstances, you've always got to try and find a positive.
So basically that one was telling you about she ended up getting it, but she had so much intensive treatment and everything else. It kind of made her ill. It made her lose her hair and everything else. It just wasn't. It was very intensive for her. And all her family, obviously, they did wait and to tell the family that she had it and everything else. But yeah, at the end of the day, she became the survivor and everything else. Um, but yeah, she did think that obviously she had another 10 years without getting it, but obviously she got it again, and obviously the treatment was more intensive. So yeah, it's not great for a lot of people. So yeah, I will obviously show you the last screen, because this one is about people kind of the doctor's leaving it too late, and obviously there's no treatment to kind of get rid of the cancer or anything like that, so they have to live up until they actually until it actually eats away at them. So yeah, I will show you that one, and then obviously we'll have a chat of everything else.
If there was more research around secondary breast cancer, more of us could probably live for a lot longer. If there was more research around secondary breast cancer, more of us could probably live for a lot longer. That would be a big deal.
If I had more time, I would what would I do? What wouldn't I do?
See my son get married and see my grandkids.
See my nieces grow up.
If I had more time, I'd try and tell people that I love them. And do it now before it's too late.
If I could make it to see my kids start secondary school, that would mean everything.
I'm trying to give her a whole life in the 6 months that I've got left. Because I can't do anything more than that.
So basically that was a slide to say that obviously they only have whatever's left, and they're got to make the most of basically the time that they've got with their families and everything else, which is so sad that there's nothing that doctors can do, and obviously everything else, which is horrifying to me. Because if people don't get themselves checked, then they they get to that point. And obviously I hope that is kind of something that you will take in, and obviously everything else. So yeah, just obviously make sure that you check yourself, and if anything's different in yourself, then please do make sure that you're checking yourself. I'm hoping to try that slide again later, because obviously it does tell you quite a bit more, but obviously my phone's being a bit glitchy right now, and I don't know why. It's just a bit very, very glitchy right now. So hopefully, I will be able to play it again when obviously more people are on, and then obviously I will show the Survivor one as well. But obviously, I'll be obviously showing the slides right through obviously this live anyway. But yeah, just obviously, just obviously make sure you check yourself and make sure that you're okay and everything else, because at the end of the day, no one wants to obviously lose a person when they need a mother and obviously something else. But obviously, yeah, please do kind of make sure that you kind of get your self-checked and everything else. So yeah, please, just be careful on everything else and stuff like that. But obviously my slides are kind of a bit glitchy today and the other couple of days, but I don't know why. Maybe it is the StreamYard or anything like that, but obviously I don't know. But it seems to work on my phone absolutely perfectly fine, but obviously when it goes on to lives and stuff like that, it just seems to be very, very glitchy. But so yeah, I'm just obviously waiting for people to turn up, and then obviously people to share my live out to let them know that everyone's here and stuff like that, because obviously I'm doing the burning of the bras, and obviously excuse me, burning the bras of breast cancer awareness month. So oh, excuse me. Yeah, hopefully I can show the slides a bit better later. Obviously, because my phone's being a bit glitchy and everything else at the moment, it's just a bit funny at the moment. So, but yeah, just come in, say hello in the comments. Obviously, we can talk in the comments as well. Oh God, how am I feeling? I absolutely feel kind of a little bit rough, because I think I've come down with something, and yeah, I've had a bit of a upset stomach, and obviously sneezing quite a lot. So yeah, probably just coming down with something. But yeah, I'm okay, just taking each day at a time like everybody else is. How's your bearded dragon, crazy chicken lady? I saw you feeding it earlier, or was that last night? I can't remember, to be honest. Am I going to do later? What am I going to do later? Crazy chicken lady, what am I going to do later? Yeah, I'm going to try and do the slides again, because obviously with people coming in and everything else, I'm going to try and do the slides again, because obviously, yeah, the slides are being a bit glitchy on here for some sort of reason. I don't know why. Maybe because stuff down, obviously, because but yeah, obviously, I hope you've seen obviously the yeah, obviously you've seen on my videos, I've been keeping up to date with obviously the Quinn trial. That poor Barry, feel absolutely sorry for it. She's lied right through and told lies from the beginning, because that Misty, or whatever her name is, said that she didn't even go to hers on that day to give her to obviously give her any medicine, so she lied about that as well. But yeah, I'm keeping up to date with it, and obviously I will do another live on it as well with some screens and stuff. But yeah, obviously, today's one is just basically about obviously burning the bras, breast cancer awareness. If you like, subscribe, and obviously share my live out, then obviously a lot more people will hopefully see that I'm on, and obviously we can get this rolling. It's so quiet this weekend. I have no idea why. Maybe things are going on, or people are doing something, or everything else. Yeah, crazy, Chicken Lady. I'm not really seeing you that much, so I'm kind of like. Oh, lovely. Thank you, Crazy Chicken Lady. But yeah, obviously, yeah, it's just I still kind of think that that the boyfriend had something to do with it as well, because obviously they brought in all the messages now that obviously the judge ruled over, but now she's actually overruled it all and actually brought all the text messages and everything all in, with obviously the drug dealer that she had and everything else. But yeah, I still can't think it's something to do with the boyfriend. I think, you know, but obviously we'll find out and see what they say, because at the end of the day, you know, these kind of trials are like pretty rough, and when they absolutely bring up everything of the mother, it's kind of thinking, actually, you know, well, you know, yeah, she's this prime subject and everything else, but the thing is, it's just a bit difficult, really, isn't it? But anyway, yeah, probably like everyone else is going live at the same time. It's just like, I don't know what to kind of do, because like everyone's going live at the same time. So, but I'll just keep going on with this one, because everybody will just turn up when they want to go, you know, turn up, and then, you know, if they want to go, they can go, can't they? You know, it's not a big deal about it, really. But yeah, obviously I'm gonna start doing some slides, and show you a couple of things. So this one is. Yeah, my phone's being a bit glitchy right now, do you know what I mean? So it's just been a bit of a nightmare, really, but obviously, you know, I'll keep trying and everything else, but obviously, you know, obviously, I'm going to show you this one, because this is the one that I wanted to work.
If there was more research around secondary breast cancer, more of us could probably live for a lot longer. That would be a big deal.
If I had more time, I would just, I mean, what would I do? What wouldn't I do?
See my son get married and see my grandkids.
See my nieces grow up.
If I had more time, I try and tell people that I love them. And do it now before it's too late.
If I could make it to see my
If there was more research around secondary breast cancer, more of us could probably live for a lot longer. That would be a big deal.
If I had more time, I would just, what would I do? What wouldn't I do?
See my son get married and see my grandkids.
If there was more research around secondary breast cancer, more of us could probably live for a lot longer. That would be a big deal.
If I had more time, I would just...
If there was more research around secondary breast cancer, more of us could probably live for a lot longer. That would be a big deal.
If I had more time, I would just... what would I do? What wouldn't I do?
See my son get married and see my grandkids.
See my nieces grow up.
If I had more time, I'd try and tell people that I love them. And do it now before it's too late.
If I could make it to see my kids start secondary school, that would mean everything.
I'm trying to give her a whole life in the 6 months that I've got left. Because I can't do anything more than that.
So yeah, that's basically the people kind of only have a few months to live, or that the doctors can't help them because it's so severe that obviously there's nothing that anybody can do, because obviously they've left it so too long. They can only live till a certain sort of time, so they've got to kind of live every single day with the whole family and everything else. So yeah, it's very upsetting and very everything else. But at the end of the day, cancer is the one that takes everyone's cancer is the one that takes people's lives, and it's really it's a severe one that does take people's lives. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, we thought COVID was the horrible one, but the thing is, if it's not COVID, then it is actual cancer that people are dying of, or natural causes. So yeah, it's really difficult. It's really hard on people. Yeah, come in and say hello, whoever's in. Just come say hi. Obviously, this is breast cancer awareness. Obviously, we can have a chat about it. Does anybody else have their own stories that we can talk about, and obviously go through and have a good chat about it, or does anyone want to come up and tell me their stories or anything like that? And then obviously we can have a good chinwag about, obviously, because obviously my granddad died of emphysema, which is lung cancer. My nan died of cancer as well. My uncle was 40 years old, and he died of bowel cancer, which obviously he did have an operation, but it was just so severe that there was nothing else they could do, and obviously he was expected to live at a different time. Hello, Ceci. How are you? How are you doing? No, that's absolutely fine. Can you get my live out? Because then obviously if people want to pop on or anything else, then they can. But obviously I know that obviously other people are going live as well, so that's cool. But yeah, does anybody else have any kind of like stories that they want to tell or want to say or want to talk about? We can talk about them. Yeah, come in, say hello. Obviously, share some likes, show some likes, show some love hearts, and obviously share my live out so we can get some more people to come on. Yeah, how's everyone's day been? How's everybody been doing? We can talk, just chat away and just anything else, because obviously breast cancer awareness is just basically just self obviously look, examine yourself, see if anything's changed in obviously your way that your breast changed, make sure that there's nothing different or anything like that with them. Lumps, just make sure that you've got no lumps. Make sure you get lumps checked out, because basically 9 in 10 people, lumps are just lumps, they're not just anything else. But yeah, always get it checked out, because obviously you never ever know if anything's there. So but yeah, come in, say hello, obviously share your stories, have a chat, everything else. Obviously we're talking about obviously breast cancer awareness. Make sure you examine yourself, make sure everything's okay. If you find anything, just get to the doctors, get it checked out as soon as possible. But yeah, please just obviously make sure that you check yourself, get to the doctors, get it all checked out. Only if you find something, though, that's all that. Everything's all good. But yeah, probably in my next live, I'll probably end up doing domestic violence, panel next time. Make sure that everybody knows what they're looking for. Make sure that everyone knows if they are getting abused by their partners. Just get to the police station as soon as possible, report it, get it done with. Everything else, So yeah, obviously I wanted to obviously come on and do the burning of the bras, cancer awareness, because obviously that is kind of today for some people. But the thing is, it is actually Cancer Awareness Month this month. So yeah, whoever comes in, please say hello, come in, have a chat, let me know about your stories. Yeah, I know, I can't. It's been really, really quiet. I'm not sure what's been going on. I don't know what. I know it's obviously people are watching the court cases and stuff like that, but obviously I just don't know. I don't know what's going on with YouTube right now, because I know a lot of people are getting views from other people and everything else, but I don't know what's going on with my lives lately. It's just quiet for some reason. Yeah, so yeah, crazy chicken lady. I'm not really seeing you around lately. So what's been happening with you? Are you okay, or you not been feeling great, or something like that? Once you come into my life, please come into the chat and obviously say who's here, because obviously I'd like to obviously get to know you and talk to you and everything else. Obviously today is the burning of the bras, cancer awareness day. So I've just come on live just to like do a couple of slides to show you how to self examinate. Oh dear, not good, is it? Wow. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I wasn't very great, feeling too great. Yeah, last night really. Yeah, I had a bit of a bad night last night myself, and obviously I've woken up with like a cough and a blooming sneezing all over the place and everything. So who knows what I've got? 'Cause I had a headache all last week. Yeah, I know they kind of, you know, everyone's going live to talk about obviously. You can't even find your see your phone. Oh wow. Maybe it could be a virus because there's a lot going round. You know what I mean? So it's just at this precise minute, there's lots going round in the UK. So it could be a virus. It could be anything. Not been feeling myself for the last week or so anyway. So I'm not sure. You know, I tried to sleep, but then obviously, well, you know, I wake up like a bit dazed, thinking, "Oh my God," do you know what I mean? Why have I fell asleep? Yeah, maybe a virus, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, because I've not seen you on my any of my lives since, what was it, since I did the Baby Queen one. And then obviously I've been live a couple of more times than that, but then no one's kind of been in, not even Rabbit been in, or anybody really. No one's kind of been coming in or anything. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know what's been going on or said, or I don't know. Just it's a bit weird. But yeah, some people, people jump in and they kind of come in and then they leave and then they come back again. It's just you couldn't sit up. You couldn't sit up. Oh wow! It's because of the new things that you're taking. Maybe I don't know. Maybe after this panel, I might go on live on Facebook or on actual YouTube. See if anyone comes on that one. Yeah, I missed Gypsy today. Obviously I was on it yesterday, but obviously I missed her today. I think that's because obviously I was trying to just get myself better, just to like get on and do this this live today, because obviously I was feeling quite rough earlier because of, didn't sleep very well last night either. I was just feeling quite rough and not feeling it. Obviously I'll probably just do a quick live now, and then obviously I might just jump on my normal live stream or on actual YouTube, because this this live stream on here just seems to be so quiet. So I don't even know if I'm public or anything like that on this. Do you know what I mean? Because if I'm not public, then obviously something's not right, is it, really? Because I put everything all on public, and people are still kind of not coming in. So I ain't got, to be honest, no one seems to want to come on my lives for some reason. I don't know. Seems to be very, very confusing. Yeah, it's all weird. Do you know what I mean? I don't really get to. I've not really seen anybody. I don't know what's going on. So yeah. Well, basically, because people are not really jumping on my live, I'm gonna. No, yeah, I get that. Maybe people just got people round for the weekends and stuff like that. I don't know. Yeah, it don't seem to be. I know people come on. Do Do you know what I mean? People do jump on, but then they just jump back off again. So I don't know if it's that they're busy or they're just not interested in this kind of lives or something like that. Maybe they're more interested in coming in and just chatting with me, because a lot of people just come on and like the chat ones. We don't have Thanksgiving. Basically, we just have like the Christmas and New Year in the UK. Basically, we kind of use your date for Thanksgiving to kind of have a roast dinner sort of thing. So, you know, we only celebrate it if everybody else in the US celebrates it, because obviously we don't. Hello, how are you? You come back again. Basically, we're just chatting and everything else. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna probably end this live, because obviously I have kind of finished with kind of the slides and everything else. So, what I'm gonna probably end up doing is just coming off this live and actually going proper live. So if you keep an eye on me on doing a proper live, then please do come in and just have a good chat with me. It's just going to be like a chatty one and just chill and chat along with each other, because obviously, you know, I've kind of finished this thing. Kind of watching a movie, huh? Yeah, it's just obviously, you know, I might just end up just going on to the live on YouTube. And what time is it over there now? Because obviously it is 9 o'clock here, so. Yeah, so yeah, so basically, okay, so okay, no problem, thanks very much. But obviously I'm gonna kind of end this yeah, I know that I can see 2 people right now. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna go back on live on just a chitty chatty one. So obviously keep an eye on that one, and obviously I'm gonna end this live. So please send some likes, send some love hearts, obviously share this one out, and obviously subscribe to my channel. So yeah, please obviously subscribe to my channel, because then it will build up my community and everything else. And obviously I will see you all in about half an hour to an hour. Probably go on around 4 o'clock time your side. So yeah, just keep an eye, and obviously I will obviously go live later. So I'll see you all later. Thank you. See you later. Bye. Bye.